Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play here of Hearts of Iron 4, The Wrath of Rio, which is basically me playing as Brazil, but fascist. What do you want? Oh, he's just streaming. Okay, so, I had to switch back to my monitor capture instead of my game capture, because for some reason OBS didn't want to pick up Hearts of Iron 4 this time. So now I'm having to do it via monitor capture, so you might see all the pop-ups pop back up. Annoying, but I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. Alright, oh yeah, go. Forgot to hit the go button. Alright, so last time we discussed battle plans and all that. I think now we're pretty much at the point where I need to get into actually doing stuff for me to begin really, you know, to go through more things to do. I mean, right now, we can cover this stuff while we wait for the time to tick by. I don't want to run it at 5 because then we're gonna maybe miss stuff that's going on. You know what we should check out? Should probably see what's going on over here. Ooh, that could be bad, but if they capture here, that could be very bad for this area too. How do they have 2 capitals? I'm not making that up. There literally is Barcelona as one capital, and that one as another. Did it just switch? Did they get a new capital? Oh hey, the Olympics concluded. All right, before we talk about this stuff, let's look at how are they doing. Well, it looks like they're between 20 and 40 troops, whereas they're between 20 and 50 troops. So basically you're telling me they're evenly matched right now. That's good. Yeah, but right there you're looking at a nasty pocket if they do it properly, or then they might pocket all these troops and then they're in trouble. Things might get, I don't know, it's shifting back and forth. Shifting back and forth greatly. I'm kind of hoping for nationalists. Kinda not really sure. I think Republican Spain might not be a bad thing. Can I send... no, because I'm not fascist, that's right. When I am fascist, then I can probably send stuff. So in the meantime, how did this escalate? So, Soviets sent 5 volunteers, that's why. Okay, well, you know what? I'm kind of torn as to which way I want it to go. I don't know who I want to win. But anyway, back over here, we have our game plan going. We kind of know what we're gonna do. We need more troops, so we need to look at our logistics. We already discussed how that works. Well, we're slowly chipping away at that. It'll take time, but we're gonna slowly chip away at that number. We'll eventually get the troops that we need. Same with this. Ooh, that's almost done. Almost being the key word there. Alright, so we have no template, and that's for the artillery. We have this building. We don't really have anything to talk about here because we already discussed that. My construction projects, they're going. This will be done shortly. Well, the 26th of December. So that's not exactly shortly, but soon. And then we'll start kicking these off, and then these off, and then we'll come back around, do another round of civilian buildings, and then another round of military buildings. And we'll just keep going, chasing our tail, doing the same thing over and over. So, while we wait, how close are we? We are at a quarter of the way to fascism. So we're catching up pretty good. Once this again hits 300, we'll choose something new. In the meantime, you can still see how this is going over here. So there they go. They actually finally split this, which means all of this well, as long as they have these 4 ports, right? 4. Oh, and they just reopen it. I was gonna say they have limited supplies coming in. Now they have, well, if they close these pockets, they'll regain the momentum, I think. Let's see, right now they're still at 30 to 40, and then that's 18 to 40. Ooh. Wow, that's not good then. Alright, so I'll come back to my research. It's not really going to go away by waiting. I'll talk about that in a minute. Anti-Comintern. Fortify Asia, naval focus, strengthen the Polish state, extra resources, extra research rather, and then strategic bombing. Ooh, really? Interesting. Okay, so with me not selecting something like that and just moving on from it, it actually still maintains the research. So it's not going anywhere. It just is maintaining. It's building it up. I'm not actually losing it. So that way it still will kick off in the right amount of time. All right. Do I want to do army experience or do I want to do these? Do I want? Man, that does help. All right. So let's pause it at this point because we need to start making decisions. All right. Let's go with army effort. We're going to need it. And then this is basically, we can either immediately jump into a civil war, or we can hold off a bit and let the faction build up more. Going into a civil war, again, as I said, it makes it fun and entertaining and really difficult, but we want to do it the smart way and go with the option to allow us to generally become fascist as opposed to just immediately jumping to it. Just because it's going to be very, very bad. Alright, so keep building up, do your thing. So yeah, by the looks of it, they're 20 to 50 and they're 19 to 40. So they're roughly evenly matched is how I'm looking at it. Alright, so let's start figuring out what I want to do. I already said that these guys are not top essential at the moment. I can't change any of that stuff currently. I could, but again, not essential. Military theorist seems like going to be the best option. So we might choose that one, or I could do one of these, alternatively. I think I might do the military theorist first. How is my research coming along? Oh, they're both almost done, 14 days. Excellent, so we'll be about ready to swap and do something new. Alright, well, go Spain, do your thing. I am waiting for the 14 days to pass, and then I will be able to select new research abilities. And here we go, we're about to get this, so I'm going to go ahead and do my military theorist. So there we go, we got him going. So that way I can start earning some military experience, and my research for my land doctrine will be shortened even more. Because, to be honest, land doctrine, again, is great because it is a, it's like a passive effect. So you always are getting these like extra benefits and extra bonuses, and it's great. Alright, so let's pause this one, because this is where you actually can lose a little bit of research on. No, we don't want to research that. So that's a year ahead of time, so nothing in this bracket's going to help me. I already got that, so that's good. So let's look at our industry. This is all 50% bonus, so we can go through it quicker. Where we're at, concentrated industry is going to be super beneficial. And it's much better factory output and more factories in a state. So that's not bad. That's a little bit ahead of time. Yes, we're going to enter 37 here momentarily. How are things on this area? Well, I'll get a discount next year anyway. So let's worry about getting our industry going a little bit harder. Construction speed increase or resource gain? Well, to be honest, we definitely want that. And then you are down to 180 days. You are at 135 days. And then none of this stuff. That's all 180. 130. This will be 50% momentarily. We don't care about that stuff right away. So yeah, we will go ahead. Oh no, that was the only one that was ahead of time. Okay, yeah, so in that case, we don't want to do these yet, the 50%, because there is no 50%. We took it over here, which, to be honest, the output's going to be better. It means I can build stuff faster and get more factories. So we'll go with that. We will do the support weapons first, because we will definitely need those. Those will help us out big time when we do attack. Alright, so I think we made some solid choices there, because, again, we'll review it real quick while we're in it. So, going with the support weapons, there's a bunch of benefits I get immediately. So, infantry get an immediate 5% to both defense and breakthrough, and then all the other stuff also get additional benefits. But I just, right off the bat, that really makes a huge difference. And then I will eventually move to weapons 1 when I can afford to with the military factories and just generally with the time allowed. Alright, so stuff's actually dropping there, the world tension, which is good. Don't want anybody guaranteeing against me or anything like that. So they're doing strategic bombing. That's about done. Mine is about done as well. And then I should be moving on to military factories if I'm not mistaken. And, ooh, nope, sorry, 26th, so Christmas. Christmas, I get a factory, and then things start building. So that's a plus. Okay. Man, I'm impressed that this is still raging. I mean, without a player there manipulating this, though, it does ebb and flow back and forth for quite a while. It's not very, very fast. It does happen. So how's my government going, by the way? Where is my government? There we go. I'm currently at 30%. Okay, so 50% I'll get the ability to just automatically switch over via a, what you want to call it, effort. The thing, like a resolution, that sort of a thing. They basically call for a vote, and you vote that, yes, we are going to switch to fascism. We switch over, and then we just start fabricating claims and going to town against Argentina here, who is apparently training their troops up. I can't train my troops up because I'm low on my... Oh, hey! I got a troop to add to this line. There you go. Join in. Because, yeah, I'm basically low on supplies is what it comes down to. Am I starting to finally be in the positive for supplies? Almost. That's very close there. Soon, though, I will, because I'm going to be building military factories at any point. Oh, as of now, actually. How are these military factories coming? Okay, so they're building. Should be complete by March, which is good. So yeah, now we're actually finally rolling. Things are going to be going great. I'm going to have the stuff I need. This war is still raging on incredibly long. I'm surprised. Well, again, without somebody actually taking the initiative to start doing some of those, what you want to call them, like pockets, like you would attack here, these would get closed off, then you quickly grab those two, eliminating the troops, etc., etc. Or you close this gap here, and then you have all these territories that you quickly capture. Stuff like that. That's how you pocket things. I'll detail it when I actually start to have it happen. So I like how nationalist Spain currently has no capital. That is correct, right? I'm not making that up at all. They actually have zero, no capital. I'm gonna assume Madrid, maybe? Usually it's like back up in here or something when they lose territories over here. That's just kind of weird that there is no capital for a nationalist Spain, unless it's in Africa. That'd be hilarious if the capital somehow got moved to Africa and they basically can't capitulate. But no, it looks like it just kind of bugged out, and it's somewhere over there. All right, so I have no intel on that. I can start to see people near me in terms of what they're doing. Ooh, I almost have enough to do another power change here. All right, so sympathy is increasing for the fascist government type, so public support is sufficient. A coup can be executed, but we don't want a coup. We want a resolution to pass. So we're getting there. It's gonna be a little slow, but we'll get there. It'll happen. All right, so there's my industry. Now that I'm on par for this, we'll go ahead and research that, so that our construction goes quicker, so that we can start building more and more factories, so then we can start pumping out more troops. Because right now, well, we can make this work. We have more troops than they currently are showing. They have 10 to 17, whereas I'm sitting currently on 8. So they do outnumber me, but I might be able to beat them tech-wise if I'm lucky. We'll have to wait and see. It's gonna be one of those things where it kind of comes down to when I do switch over to fascism. We have to hopefully have the troops that we need. We'll see when they come out. The problem's gonna be, I can't see what their what you want to call it, their lineup is that we discussed earlier with the template, I should say, with their combat width. I eventually want to be 20 because they basically, how that works, I can discuss that real quick while we kind of, what just happened? Alright, hold on. Lots of stuff. So, Italy sent volunteers, and so did Japan. Man. And anti-Comintern pact. Okay, good to know. We'll go with that. Alright, and then we'll do this. Bump you up. Okay, so where was I? Let's open up the... Well, let's look at this. Oh, wow, yeah. Republican Spain, wow, they like retook it, even though a lot of volunteers got sent there. Yeah, look at that. That's all like pocketed out, so that's gonna be demolished. How did that happen, though? How in the world did they send what looks like... Oh, because Germany hasn't sent anybody. That's why. Only Italy and Japan have sent people. Oh, and there's 5. Well, it's 5 on 6. It depends on what they sent. Honestly, if they sent tanks, you'd just steamroll through everything. Anyway, so division template stuff. So combat width is kind of one of the most basic. If you pay attention to nothing else on here, combat width is probably the #1 thing, followed shortly by soft and hard attack. But and then breakthrough. But yeah, combat width is probably the #1 thing. You basically start with 80 as the total combat width that can be had for a battle. And then you can fit up to 4 divisions up to 20. Well, basically it goes in fourths. So you want to do 20s, 40s, or 80s. You could arguably do 10 if you really wanted to, but it basically comes down to if you can't fit up to that 80, either via multiple battalions or multiple divisions or any sort of way, it becomes a negative penalty against you for failure to fully fill. How is it worded? It's like failure to fully fill the I don't even know what it's called, like filled ranks or something. It's like an actual negative penalty when you click on the battle. Like, I can't click on a battle and show you, but it is an actual like negative modifier that does go against you pretty harshly. So it's not a good thing. There we go. I think the next one I do will be here, and then I'll come back up to that one. But yeah, we're actually getting more resources finally. And we'll do that. We're finally getting more resources, so we can finally start making up this quota. Because now we're down to roughly 1,500 units left of infantry equipment before I'm fully filled. We have our support equipment fully good to go, and we're going up there with our artillery. We're getting there. Ooh, massive jump in fascist support, 20% against the red threat. So clearly there's a threat of communism in this area, and so that is why that massive jump just happened. There's no real desire for fascism around here, which is fine. Bureau of Aeronautics, that's fine. Keep going that route. They haven't selected what's next yet, so that's good. Hindenburg disaster, oh, the humanities. And then convoy tactics. Okay, so they're focusing a lot on their ships, so they haven't made it to the Monroe Doctrine yet or done any of that stuff. Good, that does buy me time. How am I looking, though? Wow, I have a lot of fascist support right now. I'm at 60%. How have I not swapped or got a referendum yet? That's what it is, referendum. I am surprised because I thought for sure I'd get a referendum. Alright, so let's do that one. You know what? Yeah, let's... And there we go. And right here, there we go. So either we can suppress the movement, and there we go, we basically burn a lot of our political power, and we then lose popularity in the fascist thing, and then we gain that revolution, which our national unity dips. Or we just ignore it, our unity dips, or we pass the referendum, which is what we want to do. We lose a little bit of national unity, but we become fascist, which is what we want. So, boom. We are now integralist Brazil. So now we are fascist and can begin our step towards taking out all our neighboring countries here. So we'll click you, have you go, nope, wrong button. Have you join them. Get you going. We can now modify our government. We can swap from civilian to, you can either go to partial or war. So there's not enough to go to war. So we might as well go to partial. Or do we want to go... We'll do partial, I think, first. 15% is a lot. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And now that we have that going, we will start to justify our war goal against Argentina. This is going to be a little scary. We do have almost a year. So that's going to be what's going to be kind of clutch there, is the fact that we do have almost a full year before we need to worry about it. So, we're going to start justifying our war goals against them. We'll get that rolling. Then we're just going to have to slowly start spreading our way around. Ooh, we got even more stuff. So we're going to go ahead and put you there. We have our army experience built up. We can modify our government again. So what do we want to do now? Well, that's electronic research time. We'll do the industrial research time, I think. That's armor. We're not going to really worry about armor. That's defense, and that's training time. Well, neither of which is a big to-do right at this moment. However, this is huge, the infantry attack. So we'll take that right away. Because that way, when we immediately jump into battle with these guys, we're pretty much good to go. Alright, so that's going great. You, my friend, please join up with these guys. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing every time. There we go. And now, you see how my troops are starting to really come out of the area? It's because I finally have enough equipment that I'm able to easily build across the board. I mean, yeah, we're still a little low on that, but it's not bad. Rally behind the cause. Excellent, excellent. Must prepare for war. Wow, that was quick. So, my justification's going okay. Everybody sent stuff to nationalist Spain. Man, Argentina's getting lit up with these events. Oh man, so that's pitching back and forth then. Alright, so once I do that, who is next on my list after I go to war with Argentina? Let's see what we have for resources. Oh, yay! Amelia Earhart actually made it. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Ooh, Chile would not be a bad one to hit. Problem is these mountains are gonna be tough. Or do we want to hit Bolivia? Man, that is a lot of tungsten. I'm gonna say hit Chile, and then we'll hit Bolivia, and then we'll clean up from there. So we need to worry about one thing at a time though. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We can easily get ahead of ourselves and be in trouble though. That is a big problem. Alright, so one thing I do want to do though, is now that I have the ability to, if I were to switch to artillery, it's kind of with 17. Evidence of, purges. Alright, so let's reset that. Instead, do artillery there. That's 19. It's closer. So, I can't afford to do that. Because, we do have enough to do it. Oh, wow, Marco Polo Bridge incident. So I can switch, and I can have enough artillery with which to give everybody what they need. Construction effort complete. Excellent. So let's go back here. And we will do motorized effort, because that's huge, that's 75%. Alright, so we have another military factory, so we'll put it there. Boost you up. Alright, here's going to be the trick. Can I get to 20? If I do this, I can. However, I am shy by 200. My defense goes down, my HP goes down by a decent amount, my organization goes down, but my hard attack goes up, and my soft attack goes up. And more importantly, my combat width goes up. I'm going to take a hit, because I'm at a negative 260, which is not bad. You know what? We'll do it. We might as well. So we're going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this, I think. Done. We committed. So now this is like the go-to template, which is basically 7 and 2. 7 and 2 is the go-to template simply because it is 20 combat width, which is what you want. It's 20 combat width, which is the important part. And then in addition to the 20 combat width, it is a much harder or soft attack and a nice hard attack. So it means immediately I'm going to be doing a lot of damage to these troops who are going to be woefully ill-equipped to fight me. And I mean, this is like the beginning of what you should always have, is that sort of thing. If you can do that, you're going to be great. You won't have too much to worry about. You'll generally be fine. So we need to put more military factories towards my artillery, though, because currently it's a little on the weak side. We'll go ahead and go with resource gain, resource gain. What about over here? Nah, we'll definitely do resource, resource gain. So I'm going to do a combination of both industry and weapon tech to just slowly advance my abilities here. But yeah, I think right now I'm pretty strong here in terms of what I can bring to the table. I wish I could bring out a little more artillery. That'd be great. In fact, speak of the devil, bump you up oh so slightly. Of course, it's going to take a while to reach that cap. Alright, it increases one per week. Alright, so we won't mess with that anymore. We'll let that get back up to cap. It's producing roughly 2 a day, so we'll burn that down in roughly 250 days. As that increases, it'll probably jump up to about 3. And yeah, we'll be good there. So, with that being said, these are both filled. Next one will probably go to basic infantry equipment, because we're actually going to switch over. Alright, so that's good there. Let's go ahead and take a look here, and we will start 22. So we'll do 23, 24, 25, and then go back here, do that, like that. I think that's a good idea. Alright, so Japanese buildup along the border. Ooh, and then there's that war. So Japan declared war. They're immediately jumped up. Wow, that escalated things quick. So now I can jump my war economy. Man, that was a lot quicker than I expected. I did not expect the double war like that to happen right then and there, but hey, I mean, it is what it is. So motorized effort, good to go. Let's go ahead and build up more military. So they're doing Committee on Technology. Okay, so they haven't really done anything yet to hamper me from starting to take these countries. I think that's what we're gonna have to do here momentarily, is get ready to run this this gauntlet. How close am I? Oh, I'm like halfway. So 23 January of next year. Okay, so I got a little bit of time. We'll be fine. We'll make it work. Of course, that'll be in the next episode here. Wow, Nationalist Spain came back. Goodbye, Republican Spain. Alright, military equipment, good to go. So let's see here. What do I want in its place? That's ahead of time. Motorized. Let's go ahead and do that, because that's only 20 days. It's like 28 days to burn through motorized, which is going to be great, because then it allows me to have better supplies, it allows me to do more things. Just in general, it's not a bad thing at all. Look at all this border tension. Oh yeah, everyone's like, oh no, what are these guys doing? They're building up, and it's going to be bad for us. Alright, so we'll build that up. Need more stuff from the United States. Soon I won't need it though, because I'll have all the iron from Chile. Should be fine. However, once this hits... Yeah, once I get enough government power, we're going to actually upgrade our economy once again to a war economy. Which would be great. So there we go. More events against them. Alright, so yeah, there's nothing else I really want to do. My draft policy is fine. I have plenty of troops. I will jump my economy up like I can now, and boom, full war economy. Now we're rocking. Total mobilization, I don't know. I don't like the recruitable population dip and the everything else, but it's not bad. I mean, the whole I need to be at war, and they need to be 50% more factors than me. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So war economy it is. It's going to be the best we can do. It's going to be pretty damn good, though, I'm not going to lie. This is really going to start pumping out our stuff for us. And then we can start looking towards other activities to bring in more and more troops of different types. So you're at 11 out of 24. You say that they're stronger than you, but I kind of doubt that. Alright, so now that we have that, do we want to do anything else? We're in November. Not really yet, because 38's coming. Once 38 comes, I can start doing these add-ons. In the meantime, though, support battalions, do I want to get some of these guys? Well, recon is always a good one to have, so let's go ahead and get recon. You almost always want them as a support, but I think that'll have to wait till next episode. As for now, I think that's going to probably wrap it up for us. I want to thank you guys for coming out to this episode of our Let's Play of Hearts of Iron 4, The Wrath of Rio. Now, Fascist Brazil has been made. Alright, so, yeah, catch me next time, where, I guess I will be going to war against Argentina. I will have a lot of stuff going on, and, yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright, everybody, thanks, and I will catch you next time.